Yates for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good. Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from Aitkin High School tonight on The Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM Translator 103.1. For those also tuning in online at rjbroadcasting.com, we'll check it out, the video stream on yourliveevent.com. It is Aitkin Gobbler girls basketball making its season debut from home and on yourliveevent.com. But the Gobbler's been featured a couple of times on our terrestrial airwaves as the Gobbler's 1-1 on the season, taking on the 0-1. Now make it 0-2 Moose Lake Willow River Rebels here this evening. Paul Volt joined alongside Jeremy Stouter here tonight as bit of a change on both sides for both teams as well. A bit of a youth movement coming through on both sides of the roster for both squads here tonight, Jeremy. But, of course, now a first-year head coach, Coach Davies, takes over for this Gobbler squad. And if anything, I had the brief moment to speak with Coach Davies. She talked about being a rebuild and regrowth situation with this program, too. But there's still plenty of good experience here for this Gobbler team that is going to be making the look and impact early on this season.
Well, yeah, that's you got three seniors on both sides of the ball and on both sides of the court, actually, and so they still got a lot of experience from both sides. And so for Aitkin, it's going to be a lot of ball movement from them tonight, hopefully, and hopefully they can carry the Gobblers to a win here tonight with the experiential players.
The last few years, it's been all Moose Lake, Willow River. They've won the three of the last four matchups, including take it all the way back to 2018 and 2019 when the Gobblers won the regular season and the postseason matchup against Moose Lake Willow River, but they have not been close contests in either of those games the last couple of years for the Gobblers and the Rebels here tonight. Aitkin coming off a victory on Friday with a 66-31 against Hill City Northland. Tegan Pisak led the way, 27 points, 7 made three-pointers for the senior who did not play at all last season, rehabbing that knee injury that took her out of competition last volleyball season and last basketball season as well when she tore her ACL in the spring of 2021. But for Moose Lake Willow River, boy, it's been a tough start to the season, starting off the 49-35 loss to open up the season, but then last Thursday fell on the road against Proctor 73-6. Not a good start here for Coach Matson and for the Rebels as well, but they certainly do look to bounce back in this contest tonight to open up, of course, yourliveevent.com as well as the Gobbler here with the Aitkin girls basketball team. Take a break here on the pregame show. We will get you, of course, our conversation with Coach Davies coming up here a little bit later on. Of course, we got to look at our out-of-town scoreboard, our rankings from across the state of Minnesota as well, see where some of our area teams are stacking up. It's Aitkin Gobbler basketball tonight here on yourliveevent.com. For those also tuning in online at rjbroadcasting.com and also on KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, and also that's The Gobbler and yourliveevent.com here tonight.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
It's been more than just a family tradition since 1938. Purchasing a new Ford car, truck, or pre-owned vehicle from Aitkin Motors. Family owned and operated. Aitkin Motors offers you a stress-free car shopping experience. Need an oil change? New tires? Check out the low-price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors has a full service department with factory-trained Ford technicians. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Welcome back here on YourLiveEvent.com. For those also tuning in on KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, The Gobbler. Paul Vole, Jeremy Stouter here on the pregame show. The Aitkin Gobblers taking on the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels tonight in girls high school basketball. Also a very important sectional matchup to open up the home schedule for the Gobblers, and a matchup of the Section 7 2A bracket as well. Taking a look here at, of course, our out-of-town scoreboard tonight, while also getting our state rankings. The Gobblers in action tonight here on AM 930, FM 103.1, and YourLiveEvent.com. But also going on tonight, girls high school basketball with Browerville Eagle Valley at Pine River Bacchus here tonight. That's strictly on YourLiveEvent.com. Boys high school basketball at Pine River Bacchus at Crosby Arrington. That's on Skeeter 101.5 KFGI. Number 8 ranked Pequot Lakes is at Pillager. The Patriots ranked number 8 in the Class 2A standings. Again, that's on Talk 100 at KLKS. Looking, of course, with the state rankings as well, provided by the Minnesota Basketball News. The latest update that we've got, Class 4A belongs to Park Center, of course, in Class 3A, Totino Grace, while in Class 2A, Minnehaha Academy, while Class A belongs to Hayfield, the defending state. Actually, they were the state runner-ups last season, but of course some of our teams in our listening area ranked as well after the most recent poll. Pequot Lakes, of course, ranked number 8 in the Class 2A poll. Esco ranked number 13. Seeing also the likes of Cass Lake ranked number 5, Henning at number 6, Deer River number 13, and Nevis number 19 in the Class A poll as well. While for the girls' side of the state rankings, see Hopkins ranked number 1 in Class 4A. Becker is 3A, and they are ranked number 1, while seeing the Pequot Lakes Patriots ranked number 12 in the Class 2A standings, so looking up at Providence Academy, while Hancock ranked number 1 in Class A. Henning sits with an 0-1 record as a last update, and also ranked number 16 in the Class A poll. As we get going here further into the pregame show here, Jeremy, of course, we're talking about how this is going to be a matchup, a lot of ball movement here tonight, but one thing from the Gobblers here, this team can be scrappy when they need to tonight.
Well, yeah, and that's always going to be a big part of for the Aitkin Gobblers, being scrappy when you need to, being quicker to the loose balls, and getting those jump balls if need be. And although it should be an interesting contest for both teams here tonight, it should be a scrappy one. Probably going to expect a lot of fouls here tonight, so we'll just see how it goes. Paul?
You just had to speak it into existence. Nonetheless, we'll get our conversation with Coach Davies for the Aitkin Gobblers coming up here after a break. The Aitkin Gobblers taking on the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels Section 7 2A basketball tonight here on the Gobbler, KKIN, and also at YourLiveEvent.com.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
It's been more than just a family tradition since 1938. Purchasing a new Ford car, truck, or pre-owned vehicle from Aitkin Motors. Family owned and operated. Aitkin Motors offers you a stress-free car shopping experience. Need an oil change? New tires? Check out the low-price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors has a full service department with factory-trained Ford technicians. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Pregame show here tonight on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930 FM translator 103.1. For those also tuning in online with the video stream at yourliveevent.com, as we get the chance out on our pregame show to catch up with head coach for your Aitkin Gobbler girls, that being Coach Davies, joins us here on the pregame show. Coach, thanks so much for taking time to speak with us tonight.
Thank you. I'm excited for the season, that's for sure.
You know, a couple games into the year as well. You're sitting at 1-1. You know, last contest, very successful. Get the first win of the season as well, 66-30 over Hill City Northland. What did you really see as some of the big differences from that first game into last week as well with that win against Hill City Northland?
I saw, for sure, anyways, the confidence build up in the girls. Between the Pillager game to the Hill City game, it was a lot of nerves and a lot of first game stuff. So it was very nice to see the confidence build up and the skills development. There's so many things that went wrong or things I wouldn't agree with that happened in the Pillager game that never stepped foot on the Hill City game. So it was really nice to see the improvement there.
Coach, obviously, too, of you being first-year head coach for this squad, too, getting to know the girls a couple of weeks' worth of practice as well. What have you seen here from the first couple of weeks of practice? I know that you got some girls coming back that didn't play last year, maybe from injury and that sort as well. What have you seen here early on from your team?
Biggest word I keep reminding the girls is rebuilding and growth. We see a lot of growth every day. We see things that I'm making these girls step out of their comfort zone. I have girls that have always played post their entire life that I'm telling them, no, let's learn to step out. Let's learn to take the hard shots, and let's see what we can grow off this. And a lot more leadership from the younger group. We have a young squad, only having 3 seniors, so after the season it's going to be a lot of rebuilding and hoping to look through the juniors and the sophomores for the leadership that we have with our seniors this year.
One of those seniors being Tegan Piesick. Obviously, she missed all of last season with, rehabbing from a knee injury. She comes back, last game with 27 points, 7 made three-pointers as well. How did you like to see her production early on in the season as well, to be, of course, one of the seniors out on the floor too, but maybe from a leadership perspective too?
Biggest thing with Tegan, she scored 27 points, but I want to see the versatility with her. I was very proud. I actually didn't even know she scored that many because in Hill City they didn't have a scoreboard. So I was like, I got on the bus. I was like, wait, what? So I was just so glad she led the team in the scoring and she led us to a good victory. It was nice to see these girls be excited about a 30-point win. I don't think they had that in the last 3 years. So with Tegan, I want to see her versatility inside, outside. And then if we can work with all of that, it's going to be a lot harder to guard her. When you have a little guard on her, then she can post you up. If you have a big post on her, then she can step out and shoot the 3 or drive on you. It's just very nice to see the versatility with her, and hopefully she can grow off that.
The only reason why I knew as well is because I texted one of the moms as I was at the game just to get a score update. But nonetheless, great performance out of her. But now looking at this matchup, Moose Lake, Willow River in town tonight. In recent years, it's been more of the Rebels that have seen on the win column against this squad too. But what are you looking at here with this matchup for the Gobblers to get off to a good start tonight?
I keep telling the girls we got to come in and rattle some cages. They haven't had a lot of respect in the last couple seasons, and we got to start gaining that. So with this game tonight, I'm hoping to give the pressure on. When I saw that Moose Lake struggled against Proctor their last game, it gave me a lot more confidence in what we had to work on this last practice. So I'm hoping to get a lot of pressure up in your face kind of deal. So I'm excited to see how the girls progress with that tonight.
Coach, best of luck tonight. We look forward to talking to you after the game as well.
Thank you.
Head coach for your Aitkin Gobblers, Coach Davies, joins us here on the pregame show. Coach Davies, I should say, as Coach Davies and the Gobblers 1-1 on the season as they take on the 0-2 Moose Lake Willow River Rebels tonight. Section 7 2A basketball this evening. Take a break. We'll get you right back here at Aitkin High School as we start to wind things down the pregame show. It's Aitkin, it's Moose Lake Willow River. Girls High School basketball on yourliveevent.com and KKIN AM The Gobbler.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide, where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
Welcome back to Aitkin High School tonight here on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, and for those also tuning in at yourliveevent.com. Just a couple moments away here from the national anthem here tonight. All-Volt Jeremy Stouter on the call for Aitkin against Moose Lake Willow River Girls High School basketball, as of course we'll keep our eye out for a big deal player of the game brought to you by Atwater Motors, Atwater GM in Aitkin, as well as Riverwood Healthcare, Pizza Ranch in Baxter, Little Falls, W.W. Thompson Concrete Products in Brainerd, BigDealAuctions.com, Cuyuna Regional Medical Center, Tykes Carpet Castle in Brainerd, Shannon's Auto Body in Brainerd, Takedown Gym in Brainerd. Of course, we'll also be looking out for Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game. Moose Lake Willow River 0-2 on the season. They will be taking on your Aitkin Gobblers, who are 1-1 on the season. Home opener for the Gobblers here tonight. A sparse crowd with, well, Aitkin activities being well busy tonight. Boys basketball team down the road at St. Cloud Cathedral. The wrestling team makes their season debut tonight. They are at Hibbing here this evening. Take a break. National anthem on its way, while also getting for you starting lineups in the opening tip coming up. The Aitkin Gobblers take on Moose Lake Willow River Girls High School basketball here on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com.
JT's Station in Fertile carries a variety of items that are sure to meet your needs, and you should stop in today. They sell hot stuff foods, frozen foods, selected groceries, household products, and much more. The Hot Stuff Foods and Deli will provide you with a fresh, quick, and easy breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and they also offer some of the best car services in town. They're open 6 a.m. until 9:30 p.m. daily. It's JT's Station in Fertile.
We're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Escape the Minnesota winter, March 10th through 19th, as we become immersed in Hawaiian culture and take in the breathtaking views of Oahu, Kauai, and Maui. Enjoy a balance of scheduled must-see attractions and free time to relax in paradise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
I'm dreaming of a world where everyone has the opportunity for education. Where classrooms are not only a place to learn, but to make an impact. I will help the next generation of game changers and difference makers. I am going to teach the world someday.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide. Where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
Welcome back to Aitkin High School tonight here on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM translator 103.1 for those also tuning in at YourLiveEvent.com. Aitkin Gobblers taking on Moose Lake Willow River tonight. Girls High School basketball in Section 7-2A is coming up here in just a few moments. Of course, getting you a look at our starting lineups for both teams tonight. Starting first with the visiting team, Moose Lake Willow River, with an 0-2 record on the season. Their matchup tonight, starting five, will go like this. Wearing number 10, a junior guard, is Ellie Nielsen. Number 11 is a senior guard in Hannah Roach. Number 12 is a sophomore point guard in Madison Washi, while number 14 is a senior forward in Lexi Klininsky. And it was also number 35, a freshman forward in Jenna Beck for Coach Zach Matson, assisted by Rochelle Washi for the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels tonight. For your Aitkin Gobblers tonight, their starting five will go like this. Number 20 is a 6-foot senior in Tegan Piesick. Number 21, a 5'5" senior in Eiley Cullum. Number 23 is a 6-foot junior in Emma Sky. And number 24 is a 5'7" senior in Ella Jansen. Number 33 is a 5'9" junior, Camille Paranto. Head coach for the Aitkin Gobblers in her first season at the helm is Kaya Davies, assisted by Shariah Peterson. Jason Henke is our public address announcer. Athletics director is Jason Klein. Down at the scores table is, of course, Jen Waldorf, keeping stats tonight as well for the Aitkin Gobblers. Gobblers will be in the home black uniforms. Aitkin going across the chest with red numbers with white trim. Black uniforms as well for the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels. Road whites tonight. Rebels going across the chest in blue with red trim. Gobblers will be working left to right on your radio dials and computer screens at rjbroadcasting.com. For those also joining us on the radio, whether it be on KKIN AM 930 or FM 103.1, we thank you for joining us here tonight. Girls High School basketball on KKIN and YourLiveEvent.com. What a fresh 18 minutes on the scoreboard. First half just moments away from the start here tonight. on homegrown local radio and yourliveevent.com. First girls home basketball game of the season. Opening tip won and controlled by the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels tonight. It'll be number 10, Ellie Nielsen, to bring it across the timeline. Work it left side just inside the arc for a deep two. Shot no good. Rebound down to Eiley Cullum. Cullum will get the board. Started off quickly for the Gobblers the other way to Ella Jansen on the right wing. Gets it back up top to Eiley. She'll dribble her way back towards the middle. Works it left side. Skip pass at the free throw line. Back out to Ella. Looks for a pass left side now to Tegan Bisick. Fakes the three. Skip pass over to Eiley Cullum inside the perimeter. Down low to Paranto. Double team on her. Up with the right hand. Pass down low off the foot of Jansen and goes out of bounds. Gobblers give up their first turnover of the evening. Inbound will be triggered to the left side of the basket as it will go down along the baseline. Double team on the player for the Rebels as now they try to break out across the timeline with number 12, Madison Washi. Washi from the left side, up top, three on the way from Hannah Roach is short of the mark, long bound and overturned and sent out of bounds. Turnover for the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels. Inbound from Pisick gets it to Jansen as she'll come across half court for the Gobblers. From the free throw line, kick back out. Jansen to Pisick, right side. Skip pass to Paranto inside, up with the double hand, double team on her. Loses the shot. Rebound down to Jenna Beck as she fights through a couple of Gobbler arms. 16:55 to go. 0-0 our score. Right side, Washi up top now, back to Washi again after a pass from Roach. Washi with it at the top of the circle, hands it off to Roach once again. Gets rid of it after a screen, looks at dribble. Penetration pass, nowhere to go. Picked up on the loose change by Emma Sky for the Gobblers. Jansen will come across half court, right side to Tegan Pisick. See if Tegan wants to shoot it. No, she'll pass down low to Paranto. Looks for a pass back out. Tegan left all alone. Three on the right wing, off the back of the iron, no good. Three is no good, but a rebound down to Jenna Beck. Outlet pass as Emma Sky tried to force one out. She forced it out of the hands of Hannah Roach, but it will go out of bounds and stay with the Rebels inbounding right in front of the right in front of the bench of the Gobblers. Inbounded Jenna Beck, right corner now, dribbling along the baseline, kicks it back out. Loose ball on the floor, and it's going to be an over and back, it looks like, as the ball goes out of bounds. Turnover aside for the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels. Score remains 0-0. We're almost 2 minutes into the ball game. Neither team has been able to connect on a shot. Jansen will trigger the inbound to Tegan Pisick. Early on, feeling out for each other. Skip pass outside. Eiley Cullum on the left wing. Looks for a penetration pass down low along the baseline to Emma Sky. Now to Camille Paranto. Double team on her. We're going to get a jump ball on the tie-up. Ball will stay with the Gobblers, but they will lose the possession arrow on the inbound. 16:01 to go here in this first half of basketball. Inbound to Jansen, quickly to Paranto, and we get a foul call on the floor, and we're going to have free throws, it looks like, as Jenna Beck will get the first foul for either team here this evening. We're going to call that one against Klininsky, apparently. Call that one against Lexi Klininsky, number 14, as Camille Paranto will head her way to the free throw line for two guaranteed free throws. First ball on the way is up and no good. Misses the front end of two, and we still remain scoreless at 0-0, a whole 2 minutes into the game with 16 minutes to go in the first half. Second free throw on its way as Paranto goes through her progressions at the free throw line. Up on its way off the back of the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound. Emma Sky comes out with it, but tie up, they're going to say. Ball will go to the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels. 0-0 our score, 15:58 to go. Inbound right to Hannah Roach has stolen away. Tegan Pisick, layup with the left hand, rolls it right in. First points of the night belong to the Gobblers and Tegan Pisick. Steal off that inbound as forced along the sideline, kept in somehow by Hannah Roach to Madison Washi. Washi at the top of the circle, near travel, holds up the feet. Loose ball stolen away by Jansen. Jansen across the timeline, eases her way across half court, hands it off to Tegan. Right side, Eiley left all alone, gets it to Emma Sky. Kick pass down low, back out to Eiley. Left side for Jansen after a touch pass from her bestie and Tegan Pisick. Kick pass, left side, down low now, just outside the paint. Looking for somewhere to go up top. It's stolen away by the Rebels, and they look to outlet the other way. High bounce, and we're going to get a carry, and no, we're going to get a travel. Nonetheless, a turnover by the Rebels. 15:13 to go, 2-0 the score. Didn't know any better, you'd say we'd be watching a softball game rather than a basketball game almost 3 minutes into the game. Jansen, kick pass left side for Eiley Cullum. Looks for Peranto. It's stolen away after poked away by Jenna Beck. Another turnover from the Gobblers here in their most recent set of possessions. 3 on the way, right side, off the back of the rim, no good. Hits one of the conveyor belts that suctions in the basket. That'll be a turnover by the Rebels. I have them down for 6 turnovers already in this first half, and we're just almost 4 minutes in. Jansen at the top of the circle, works her way right wing, back up top now for Tegan Piesick. Out on the left wing now, she'll dribble as she gives up the loose ball, and now it's recollected. Back to Eiley Cullum, looks for a penetrating pass, can't find the post player to get it through. Tegan left all alone, left wing, 3 on the way, off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound down to Jansen, kicks it right back to Tegan. Looks to dribble her way through. Gobblers hold on to the possession with Ella Jansen. Back out to Eiley Cullum. Thought about the 3. She'll give it back up to Ella. Top of the left side now for Tegan. Tegan drives with the right hand. Double team on her. Met with contact. Stays with the Gobblers as it goes out of bounds. It's one thing I'd like to see here early on in this contest. See Tegan try to drive instead of the Gobblers trying to settle for 3-point shots with a 2-0 lead here. 14-15 to go in the first half. Eiley Cullum, right side, down low now for her teammate Camille Peranto. It's going to be Emma Sky out with a loose ball, and we get a foul call on the floor. Kleminski looks like will get her second, team second as well here in this first half. 14:06 to go in the first half. It's a 2-0 lead. Subs in for both sides. Number 24 for Moose Lake, Jocelyn Mundell. And also seeing, I believe, number 15 for the Gobblers, that being Emma Jacobson. Jacobson right off the inbound takes a shot, no good. Rebound down to number 10 and Ellie Nielsen, stolen away by the Gobblers. Loose ball on the floor. Tegan comes out with it. Jump ball tie-up, says it will stay with Aitkin. 13:57 to go in this first half. It is a 2-0 lead. Jumper and a layup, actually, for the Gobblers. And Tegan Piesick, she leads all scores in this contest. Jacobson inside, jumper outside the paint. Off the back of the rim, rattles around, can't go down as it'll kick back out. Last touch by a Gobbler as we get a foul called, actually. Looks like this one might go against Ella Jansen. It will be her first. Ella Jansen recently signing her letter of intent to become a St. Cloud Tech Cyclone. Join her brother, Landon, who plays for the baseball team. And also signing her letter of intent this past week, Tegan Piesick will play volleyball and basketball next season for the Cyclones. Floater in the lane, up on its way, off the back of the rim, no good. Loose rebound, Eiley Cullum comes out with the board, dribbles it off her own foot as it goes out of bounds. Cullum will get the board, but then a turnover for the Gobblers. 2-0 remains the score. 13:39 to go in the first half. Gobbler defense on the full court, or at least half-court pressure coming through. Mundell kicks it out now. Up with the right hand off the front of the rim, no good. Just punched back out to the side from Madison Washi. 3 on the way from Nielsen, no good. Camille Peranto gets a board. Peranto will give it up to Eiley Cullum across the timeline. Works it right side now for Jacobson. Back up for Eiley, left side. Jansen left alone. 3 on the left side, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound down to Hannah Roach. Outlet skip pass up now to Roach. Lays it up and will not go as it's too strong. And Eiley Cullum will give up the board now as she gives it up to Ella Jansen across half court. Looks left side now. Pass to Tegan. Back to Ella in the lane. Right hand. Lays it up. Too strong at the back of the rim. Loose rebound. We get a foul called on the floor. As Camille Peranto asking for reinforcements. Quite possibly. I believe she's going to head to the free throw line. And Mundell, wearing number 24, team's third of this first half for the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels. 12:53 to go in the first half. It's 2-0 Aitkin. Back at the free throw line again is Camille Peranto. Misses the front end of 2 now. 0 for 3 are the Gobblers to open up tonight's game. Seen checking in is Adeline Zerbeck for the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels. No changes for the Gobblers side. Spin move in and good. Gobblers now lead 3-0. As we will see checking in for the Gobblers, number 22, Bretta Westman. Checks in for the first time tonight. First varsity action as well for Bretta Westman, the sophomore. Cross half court for Roach as she loses the handle and trips along somewhere around the volleyball service line before trying to throw up a shot as she turns it over for the Rebels. 3-0 remains the score. 12:42 to go across half court. Ella Jansen back out for Tegan. Looks to drive left side up with a left-handed shot. Rejected by the bottom of the rim, and a rebound down to Jenna Beck as we get a foul called on the floor, it looks like, as a timeout taken on the floor. 12:32 to go in the first half. It's 3-0 Aitkin here on the Gobbler and also yourliveevent.com.
Carries a variety of items that are sure to meet your needs, and you should stop in today. They sell hot stuff foods, frozen foods, selected groceries, household products, and much more. The Hot Stuff Foods and Deli will provide you with a fresh, quick, and easy breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and they also offer some of the best car services in town. They're open 6 a.m. until 9:30 p.m. daily. It's JT Station in Fertile.
Since 1974.
Welcome back here this evening on the Gobbler, KKIN AM 930 FM Translator 103.1. For those also tuning in at yourliveevent.com. Halftime score on yourliveevent.com. It is Pine River Bacchus on top of Browerville Eagle Valley Girls High School basketball, 40-36. Now that game got started a little bit early because they only played one half of basketball in the JV game. Have never heard of that, but nonetheless, PRB is on top through one half of basketball. Stolen pass. It's going to be Bretta Westman. Lays it up with the right hand. Lays it up and in. Westman gets her first points of the season. Excuse me, first points at home, I should say. And looks like Gobblers will get the ball right back as a inbound was thrown out of bounds. Gobblers now lead 5-0 after the timeout from Coach Zach Matson for the likes of the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels. Long three from the left corner from Eiley Cullum as it's stolen away by Jansen. 24-on-24 crime. And it will be a foul called on the floor. No continuation as Jocelyn Mundell called for her second. Team's fourth of the half as well. 12:05 to go here in this first half of basketball. Looks like we get a substitution checking in. Alexis Anderson will check in for the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels here tonight. Inbound will come to the left of the basket, triggered by Jansen. Looks for that inbound to come somewhere. Left corner for Eiley Cullum. Cullum will dribble her way to left wing. Now circles her way back to the top of the arc. Looks for a pass right side now for Jansen. Going one-on-one again. Alexis Anderson, nowhere to go. Looks for a streaking pass inside to Tegan Pisek. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound down to Westman as it's turned over after a stolen pass by Shannon Granquist. As it will stay with the, looks like Moose Lake Willow River Rebels, even after a nice rebound after that missed layup. Bretta Westman. Gobblers lead 5-0 here. 11:44 to go in this first half. Across half court for Madison Washi. Gives it up to Granquist. Right corner pass for Anderson. Back out to Granquist once again. Wild shot with the right hand. Rebound up on its way. No good as a foul called on the floor. Adeline Zerback will get the initial board, but she was also fouled on her way to the floor, it looks like, as it is now a 5-0 lead here this evening with 11:29 to go in the first half of basketball. Paul Vold, Jeremy Stouter broadcasting live here on yourliveevent.com to go along with KKIN AM 930, FM 103.1. Westman kicks it back out. Tegan thought about the three, dribbles right side now, draws in a double team, but gets rid of the pass to Ella Jansen. Left side now for Cullum. Skip pass to Westman. Westman draws some action in the paint. Ball loose on the floor. Westman almost got away with it again, but Jenna Beck rips it right out of the arms of the Gobblers. We come back the other way offensively for the Rebels. They turn it over, force it in the hands of the scrappy Ella Jansen, as will come now to the left side, as will be now an opportunity here for the Gobblers offensively. 5-0 is the score as shot thrown up, missed by Westman, rebounded down to Ella Jansen. Three from Pisek on the way is good. Tegan Pisek with her first three-pointer of the night, and we get action underneath the hoop, it looks like. As we'll pause here momentarily, an 8-0 lead on the scoreboard here this evening. As we'll see Hannah Roach check back into the contest for the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels here tonight with 10:34 to go in the first half. Right now, currently sitting here with 8 minutes to go in this first half of basketball on KKIN AM 930, FM 103.1, the Gobbler will come right side now on the inbound. Gobblers working across the timeline. 10:29 is ball thrown out of bounds, but it was last touched by a Gobbler. Will stay with Moose Lake Willow River. 8-0 here. We're almost at the midway point of this first half, Jeremy. It has just been astounding how many missed shots here early on, but maybe you got to throw in some defense in the mix here as well. Some credit to both sides.
Yeah, it's been a very defensive affair right now, and Moose Lake Willow River right now just cannot figure out this Aitkin defense, as it's another turnover by the Rebels here tonight.
I have them for 10 here in this first half alone. Tegan Piesick across the timeline leads all scores with 5 of the 8 points for the Gobblers. Greta Westman back out to Piesick. Looks to the right side, looked to try to find underneath the basket, and Ella Jansen, she was nowhere to be found. Looking left side, skip back over, down low. Now back out to Westman. Westman from the left elbow extended back out now to Emma Jacobson. Right side, Westman in just inside the paint now, as it'll come right to Camille Peranto trying to fight her way, and she's going to be called for a block, actually. That's going to be a blocking foul called against Moose Lake Willow River, as it was very close for Camille there to quite potentially be a travel called against her. Foul called against Adeline Zurbach. That'll be her second here of this half. Team 6. Aitkin's only got 1 foul here this evening. Aitkin inbound right to Camille Peranto. Oh, we got stoppage here out on the floor as a late substitution. Easy layup it would have been for Camille Peranto, and Gobblers want that one back. See if they can do it again here on this next inbound. Camille Peranto tried to streak her way to the basket, but I think it was because they only had 4 defenders on the floor. Ella Jansen right side, back to Tegan, top of the right side, now back to Camille, back out to Ella. 3 on the way with the right-handed shot off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded into the hands of Shannon Grandquist. She'll look to run the length of the floor across the timeline. Left side for Alexis Anderson. Deep 2 on the way, is up and good. First points of the night for Moose Lake Willow River come with 9.5 minutes left in the first half. It is going to be number 21, Alexis Anderson, with the 2 points. 8-2 is the advantage for the Gobblers. Bretta Westman handles it across, now to the right side. Looks for a pass inside, now at the free throw line for Camille Peranto. Looks to streak, back out for Tegan. 3 on the left side from the left wing. Good for Tegan Piesick. Make it 11-2 the score now for the Gobblers. Pair of threes for Tegan. 9 minutes ago, we've hit the midway point of the first half. Skip pass into the hands of number 11 and Hannah Roach. Called for a foul. Not going to be Ella, I believe. Nope, number 15 and Emma Jacobson. Team second of this first half of basketball. Looks like Bretta Westman will check out. Bringing back in Emma Sky for the Gobblers. Inside pass for Jenna Beck. Beck draws a double team. Loose ball on the floor. Jansen comes out with it. Jump ball tie-up says it'll stay with the Rebels of Moose Lake Willow River. 8:37 to go here in this first half of basketball. 11-2 the score. Inbound will be triggered right side. Gets out to Jenna Beck, top of the right side from the free throw line. Looks to drive, loses the handle. It will be last touched by the Gobblers, they're going to say, and the possession will stay with Moose Lake Willow River. 8:44 to go here in this first half. Gobblers up by the score of 11-2. Inbound to Grandquist. Grandquist is not even on the floor. No, there she is. It's going to be Ella Jansen getting the benefit of a loose ball. Back out to Emma Jacobson. To Tegan Piesick, free throw line, circle, back out to Jansen. Camille Peranto, deep 2 with the right-handed shot off the side of the rim, no good. Who touches it last? It will be last touch by the Gobblers, and a turnover for them. We'll have an 11-2 advantage with 8:28 to go in the first half of basketball here tonight. Section 7 2A basketball. Third game of the season, both teams playing their first sectional matchup. Stretch pass reaching out now for number 12. That's going to be Madison Washi. Loose ball on the floor. Camille Peranto steals it away, but it's taken right back the other way by the Rebels. Right side now into the corner for Moose Lake Willow River. They look to set up the offense here with Madison Washi. Washi pass right side now for number 31, Madeline Volk, it looks like. Yeah, that is Volk down in the right corner as foul called on the floor. As it is going to be. No foul call on the floor. Looks like the ball was just poked out of the hands of a Rebel. Back out now. Alexis Anderson, 2 on the way, is good. Alexis Anderson with a pair of jumper is good, and now makes it 11-4 the score. Gobblers could use a basket here on this possession. To Emma Sky, right hand up, hits the bottom of the iron. Eiley Cullum has fouled her way to the rack as well, trying to pick up the loose change. Eiley Cullum will get a rebound as well before she hits the deck. Eiley Cullum with 4 boards already in this contest, and foul called against her fellow number 21 in Alexis Anderson. First free throw from Cullum on the way, no good. Gobblers now here in this first half, just 1 of 5 from the charity stripe. Ellie Nielsen will check in for Madeline Volk for the Rebels. Cullum at the free throw line, on its way up, and it will be off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, last touch by the Gobblers. 1 for 6, I should say, here in this first half for Moose Lake, for the Gobblers at the free throw line, not taking advantage with now 17 fouls in this first half for Moose Lake Willow River. It will be Hannah Roach losing the handle of the basketball and gives it right back to Eiley Cullum and the Aitkin Gobblers. Gobblers will take their time across half court, now looking to the right side. A pass to Tegan Piesick. Piesick back up top, now gets the right side, dished back out. Now looking to the left side again for number 15 and Emma Jacobson on the left wing. Up top now for Tegan Piesick. Looking right side, skip pass back over to Jacobson. Looks to drive, left side, dishes it back out to Piesick. Piesick, 3 on the way from the left corner. Good. Tegan Piesick now with 11 points here in the first half. She has got it going with a 14-4 lead for the Gobblers against Moose Lake Willow River. 2 back the other way now for the likes of Madison Washi. 14-6 the score in this first half. Gobblers come back the other way. 14-6 the score here on the Gobbler. KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1. Long shot from Emma Jacobson. Chases down the loose rebound. And will now be a turnover back the other way from the Gobblers. Stolen away and lays it up and in does Madison Washi. Gobblers turn over the basketball. 14-8 the score. 14-8, 6:20 to go here in this first half. .620 to go here, 14-8 the score. Inbound to Tegan Piesick off the left side now, dribbles her way back to the right side, stolen away. It's taken away by Madison Washi. Another turnover for the Gobblers that are starting to stack up here as a travel by the Rebels. Will now make it 14-8 the score. After the turnover, now 12 in this first half for Moose Lake Willow River. I have them down for that many here in this first half of basketball. Jeremy, you got a different number from me?
I have them 17.
All right, there you go. You're a little bit more generous with the turnovers, but nonetheless, not clean. Not a clean first half for the Rebels with under 6 to go. 14-8. Camille Peranto, jumper off the right elbow, blocked by number 35, Jenna Beck, but it's going to be a loose ball on the floor. Beck comes out with it after it was initially stretched out and stolen away by the Gobblers. They're unable to control with it. 5:40 to go. Dribbles back the other way now. Moose Lake Willow River. Roach trying to get something going now with Madison Washi. Hands it off to Beck, throws up a shot, denied. It's going to be Tegan Piesick with the loose ball. She comes across the timeline, works left side against Madison Washi up under the baseline, loses the handle. Who touched it last? It's going to be the last touch by the Rebels, and it'll be kept by the Aitkin Gobblers. 5:21 to go here in this first half of basketball. Timeout taken out on the floor. Take a timeout with him as well. 5:21 to go here in this first half. Gobblers up 14-8 here on YourLiveEvent.com and KKIN AM The Gobbler.
I'm Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Escape the Minnesota winter, March 10th through 19th, as we become immersed in Hawaiian culture and take in the breathtaking views of Oahu, Kauai, and Maui. Enjoy a balance of scheduled must-see attractions and free time to relax in paradise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information.
Welcome back here to YourLiveEvent.com, KKIN AM 930 FM translator 103.1. Paul Volt, Jeremy Stouter on the call here. Gobblers up by the score of 14-4. Tegan Piesick, 11 of the 14 points here. 3 made three-pointers. Gobblers will have the possession of the basketball after the timeout by Moose Lake Willow River. Actually, the Gobblers call it timeout. It's Emma Sky that will be tangled up. Moose Lake Willow River forces the jump ball tie-up. Gobblers will keep the possession but lose the possession arrow. 5:17 to go here. Only score at our halftime thus far. Pine River Bacchus on top of Browerville Eagle Valley by the score of 40-36. Inbound to Tegan Piesick, skip to Emma Sky at the free throw line, hesitates, blocked right away as it's just ripped right out of her arms. Gobblers take another turnover as laying up and in. A travel called against Moose Lake Willow River as we get a stoppage here out on the floor. Get a whole bunch of different whistles. One official, multiple whistles. Ushering in Bretta Westman emphatically, saying, Bretta, get in the game. Let's go. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. 14-8 the score. As it'll be Tegan Piesick with the handle of the basketball from the left elbow, dishes it back out. Now back to Tegan from Emma Jacobson. Westman, turnaround jumper at the free throw line, no good. Rebound down to number 10 and Ellie Nielsen. Nielsen across to her teammate in Madison Washi. Skips it over to Jenna Beck. Loose ball on the floor is going to come out with it. It's going to be the Gobblers, and it's going to be kept by the Gobblers. After a nice steal, reaching out for it was Eiley Cullum. Left side, Jacobson loses the handle as she heads to the deck, and will give it up now to Tegan Piesick to down low, and Bretta Westman. Nowhere to go for her in the paint. Dishes it back up. Piesick, a three-pointer right side. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound down to Jocelyn Mundell. Mundell gets her first board of the night. The other way, Washi lays it up. Nowhere to go. Rebound still loose. It's going to be kept now by the Rebels. And will be Roach with the rebound initially. Now gives it up. 3 on the way off the top of the backboard, and will kick back out as it will stay with, as the Gobblers will get the basketball back. 14-8 the score in this first half, with it being a 4:06 time left in this first half, as now we see Ella Jansen, after a quick siesta, gets back out on the floor. Cross court heave to Emma Jacobson. Tries to dribble in, but will give it back to Eiley Cullum. Back to Ella Jansen, looking for a penetrating pass down low to Bretta Westman. Westman loses the handle as he dribbles it off her foot, and we get a block foul call on the floor against the Gobblers, just their third of this first half. I believe they will go against Eiley Cullum. No, it'll be against Westman, actually. Team's third of the half. Westman's first. 3:49 to go in the first half. 14-8 the score. Gobblers poke the ball away. Popcorn goes flying as well as a fan. Didn't have their head on a swivel. Dinner and a show here tonight from the Aitkin High School Gymnasium. I don't know. There might have been a kid or two down there as well, so a little extra snack here as well this evening. At the top of the circle now for number 10, that is going to be Ellie Nielsen. Loses it as it's stolen away by Emma Jacobson. Jacobson for the right elbow. Step back. Now to Eiley Cullum. Cullum. Pass up top now for Tegan Piesick to Ella Jansen at the free throw line. Dishes it to Westman with the right-handed shot basket. Will not go as she traveled with it. Oh, goodness. 14-8 remains the score. 3:25 to play in this first half of basketball. Turnover is starting to mount up now for the Gobblers here. I have them down for 12. Jeremy probably has them for 35 in the first half. Speaking of turnover, bouncing it off the left leg, or the right leg, was number 12, I should say, in Madison Washi. Gobblers get the ball right back. 3:16 to go. Inbound. Emma Jacobson, right side. Ella Jansen, 3 on the way. Good. Ella Jansen gets her first 3 of the night. Gobblers now up 17-8 in this first half. Bodies going flying, hit the deck. Gobblers come out with the loose ball to Bretta Westman. Up with the right hand, lays it up, not good enough. Fight for the rebound. It's Ella Jansen out to Tegan Piesick. Piesick penetrating through, up with the right-handed shot, called for a travel. Gobblers will travel back the other way. Ella Jansen with a rebound after her first made 3. Substitution checking in for the Gobblers, and it will be trying to see who checked in. Emma Sky, maybe? That
yes.
checked back in? Yes, Sky checked back in. She subs in for Ella Jansen. She gets a break. Alexis Anderson, stolen inbound pass. Tegan Piesic up and off the glass. 13 points in the first half for Tegan. 19-8 the score. Skip pass to Alexis Anderson 2.5 minutes to go until halftime. Over to the left side now, across half court for Hannah Roach. On the right side, lays it up. Can't get it to go off the back of the rim, off the backboard, I should say, as it'll be rebounded down to Tegan Piesic. Gobblers come back the other way. Piesic to Cullum as it's nice steal from Shannon Granquist as it's going to be a foul called against the Gobblers on the floor. Eiley Cullum will be whistled for her first infraction of the night. Gobblers with 4 fouls in this first half. 7 for Moose Lake Willow River, 2:17 to go in the first half. Next foul called against Moose Lake Willow River will result in a 1-and-1. Granquist over to Madison Washi. Now gets it over to number 14 in Klininsky. Washi, underhand pass. 3 on the way from Granquist off the back of the rim, no good. Emma Sky with a board. Sky will outlet pass now to Bretta Westman. Westman surveys the defense from the left elbow extended. Now back to Emma Sky. Free throw shot on the way, no good. Rebound is loose. It's picked up by Granquist. Granquist will outlet now to Washi as it's blocked in the air by Tegan Piesic. 19-8 the score. Right-handed shot. 2 free throws coming up here for the Rebels of Moose Lake Willow River. As a foul called against, looks like it'll be Emma Sky. And we'll see Hannah Roach heading to the free throw line. First opportunity at the charity stripe tonight for the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels. As the first free throw from Roach is up, and it is good. One of one at the free throw line for the Rebels is Hannah Roach. Gobblers 1 of 6 in the first half with 1:36 to go. Second free throw is good. 2 for 2, 2 points, and now a 19-10 lead for the Gobblers. Come back other way quickly. Now to Bretta Westman, out to Eiley Cullum. Thought about the 3, drives baseline right side. Quick bunny hop is no good as it'll be rebounded down to Alexis Anderson. Anderson will give it up to Shannon Granquist across half court. Looks right side now, ball loose out on the floor. It's taken away by Bretta Westman and a travel called against the Gobblers in Bretta Westman with 1:16 to go in the first half. 19-10 the score. Here on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1 in Aitkin, Minnesota, and also on yourliveevent.com. Klininsky, feet pass down low, back up top now for Granquist. 3 on the way, awkward but effective none the least. As a 3 is good, it's a 2-possession lead at 19-13. Gobblers could use a basket. Right-handed shot denied by Klininsky. Loose ball on the floor. That being a Moose Lake Willow River Rebel girl down on the floor after landing awkwardly. And after getting the rebound, it was Shannon Granquist who went down in a heap. But luckily enough, close to her own bench. 45.2 seconds go. Athletic trainer will take a look at Shannon Granquist here as the turnover was thrown out by the Rebels. Gobblers will get a hold of it here with 43 seconds to go until halftime. Stretch pass to Ella Jansen. Skip pass now at the top of the circle. Right side now to Jacobson from Cullum. Looks for a pass to get into the paint. Back out to Eiley Cullum. Inside the arc. Skip pass down low to Emma Sky. Denied. But Jansen will come on the loose ball. Last touch by Jansen. And we'll go back to the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels with 27.6 seconds to go until halftime. Of course, at halftime, get a look at our out-of-town scoreboard. Of course, second half adjustments and also tally up the numbers from this first half. Alexis Anderson tries to steal it away. It is stolen away this time by Emma Sky. Right-handed layup is good. Sky with her first points of the half with 23-13 now. 21-13 the score. Inbound to Hannah Roach. Madison Washi with the handle. Now to Roach across half court. 5 seconds left here in the half. Jumper on the way from Roach is on its way off the front of the iron. No good. Klininsky, and it will be Sky fighting for the rebound. Jump ball tie-up says it will stay with the Rebels. 1.2 seconds left in the first half. Inbound to the right of the basket with Hannah Roach. Roach will trigger the inbound underneath the basket, actually, as she will skip it in. Loose ball out on the floor. That will do it for the first half. 21-13, a low-scoring first half, but lots to get into here with a halftime show. Gobblers up 21-13. Go look here at our out-of-town scoreboard. The halftime show is on its way. Tune in to Aitkin Gobbler girls basketball on the Gobbler, as well as at yourliveevent.com.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
I'm dreaming of a world where everyone has the opportunity for education, where classrooms are not only a place to learn, but to make an impact. I will help the next generation of game changers and difference makers. I am going to teach the world someday.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
If you're
Welcome back here this evening to Aitkin High School on the Gobbler, KKI and AM 930 FM 103.1 and rjbroadcasting.com. 21-13 is our halftime score with the Aitkin Gobbler girls basketball team on top of Moose Lake Willow River. Paul Vold, Jeremy Jansen on the call here this evening. Jeremy, a defensive struggle, we'll say, here in this first half of basketball. In total, I have well over 30 turnovers between both teams here in this first half. But, it took us almost 4 minutes to get our first made basket of the night. Maybe just a combination of good defense and maybe some ill-timed passes to both sides here tonight.
It was just very sloppy. It was a very sloppy first half for both sides of the ball. 15 turnovers by Aitkin, 26 turnovers by the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels. So it's just been not a good first half for Coach Davies and Zach Matson's teams, respectfully. But you know what? The Gobblers still lead 21-13 at the half.
First half does include 21 points for the Gobblers, 13 of them coming from Tegan Piesick. She leads all scorers. Ella Jansen with 3 points and a pair of points from Greta Westman and Emma Skye. No points for 4 rebounds for Eiley Cullum. She's got 4 of the 11 for the Gobblers in the first half. Leading scorers for Moose Lake Willow River, Madison Washi and Alexis Anderson. Gobblers got to be a little bit aware here, especially going into the second half, considering the fact that Moose Lake Willow River did make a run there. We got it down to a 2-possession deficit in the first half, but the Gobblers were able to sneak out with just, obviously an 8-point lead here. So if they don't continue to command on the offensive end and create some more opportunities, Moose Lake Willow River can come back into this one in the second half.
Just give it to Tegan Piesick right now. She's hot from downtown, making her last 3. She started off a little bit rocky, going 1 for 7 to start. Then she hit those 3 3-point shots to give her a good amount of points, that she is the leading scorer here in the first half for both teams. I would just keep on feeding Tegan Piesick right now if I'm the Gobblers.
First half does also come to a close here, of course, with Crosby Ironton on top of Pine River Bacchus boys basketball tonight here. Or excuse me, make that against, Pine River Bacchus boys basketball. That being Crosby Ironton on top by the score 28-20 on Skeeter 101.5. Pine River Bacchus girls basketball is taking on Browerville Eagle Valley, and they are up in halftime 40-36. No other score thus far from our Pequot Lakes Pillager contest tonight here on Talk 100 KLKS. Get a break here, of course. Second half adjustments coming up here. Of course, second half just minutes away as well. Gobblers lead 21-13 here on the Gobbler, as well as yourliveevent.com.
You want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
It's been more than just a family tradition since 1938. Purchasing a new Ford car, truck, or pre-owned vehicle from Aitkin Motors. Family owned and operated. Aitkin Motors offers you a stress-free car shopping experience. Need an oil change? New tires? Check out the low-price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors has a full service department with factory-trained Ford technicians. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Welcome back to Aitkin High School tonight here on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1. Aitkin Gobbler girls basketball on top of Moose Lake, Willow River, 21-13. Halftime score over on Talk 100 KLKS. Pequot Lakes boys ranked number 8 in Class 2A on top of Pillager, 57-19 on Talk 100 as well. Jeremy, second half here, we kind of alluded to it, of course, with our first break. Gobbler's got to continue to find Tegan Piesick the basketball, especially outside on the left side. That's where she's been money here tonight.
Like I said before the break, just give it to Tegan Piesick. Right now, she's hot from the field. She's going off right now. Just give her the ball. Right now, the Rebels are in a 2-3 zone, so let's see if they break out of that, go into a man defense. And if they do, give Tegan the ball so she can isolate, maybe do a step back three here and there, and just right now feed the ball to Tegan.
Right. 13 points in the first half to go along with a rebound, leading all scorers. She's got as many points as Moose Lake Willow River does in total, of course, through the first half. 21-13 is the score. Second half is coming up here after this break as the Aitkin Gobblers lead 21-13 against Moose Lake Willow River. Your home for Aitkin Gobbler basketball and Aitkin high school activities all through the high school sports season. This is KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, and also at yourliveevent.com.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
Hey, welcome back here to Aitkin High School tonight here on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM Translator 103.1. For those also tuning in at yourliveevent.com. Second half just moments away from beginning here tonight. 21-13 our score as we start the second half. Paul Vold joined alongside Jeremy Sutter. Jeremy is going to take over here for the second half. And Jeremy, impressive performance, even with it being, a defensive struggle here in this.
A local sports presentation on R&J Broadcasting.
We'll just keep it right here. We don't want to hang up quite yet because we got a whole another half of basketball here tonight. Just waiting for that pep band to finish things off. It's always amazing. It's like moths to a flame every time with pep bands and radio broadcasts. They always seem to be right next to each other.
Well, yeah, this is going to be a fun atmosphere.
Well, luckily enough, once they're done here at halftime, the pep band is all wrapped up and taken care of, thankfully for that. You can't hear me, can you?
No, I cannot hear you over the pep band whatsoever.
Goodness gracious.
Well, the inbound comes in with the Aitkin Gobblers having the ball here as it's now 17:50 to go here in the second half with Tegan Piesick over on the right side. Now into Emma Sky. Emma Sky's shot is good, and she will get the first point as it's now 23-13 here to start the second half, and the Rebels immediately come right back down the court. Now it is Madison Washi with the ball. Now it's over to Lexi Kalinsky. Now it's Roach now on the left side. Roach just got the tough floater over Camila Peranto to go in, and it's now 23-15, back to an 8-point Gobblers lead. Eiley Cullum now over to Tegan Piesick. Now back to Emma Sky. Now into Camille, and it's going to be a jump ball going to the Rebels. 17 minutes and 3 seconds remaining here in the second half. 23-15 is our score. The pass gets deflected by Tegan Piesick, and the Rebels will inbound it again, now under 17 minutes.
Nothing against the pep band or whatever. Now it's finally nice to be able to hear yourself think.
Yes.
A good job tonight by the Aitkin High School pep band.
Yes.
Early contributors here in tonight, with the atmosphere being a little bit smaller than usual.
Yes, and here come the Rebels again. Now it's Ellie Nielsen bringing the ball across the court, going left to right on your radio dials and TV screens. Now it is Jenna back in the paint. Layup can't go. Rebound by Ella Jansen. And here come the Gobblers. It's Camille Peranto will double dribble. And that's the first turnover for the Gobblers here in the second half. 16 minutes and 32 seconds. 23-15 is our score still here in the second half. Pass gets deflected. Tegan Piesick with the steal over the Ella Jansen, and her layup cannot go. We'll have another jump ball, and it's going to go to the Gobblers with 16:27 remaining here in the second half.
Gobblers lucky here to not get a foul out of Ella Jansen. In fact, Jansen, and they actually get the ball back too with the jump ball and the type apparently.
Inbound pass from Ella Jansen over to Tegan Piesick. Back to Ella. Now into Camille, and we'll have another jump ball, and this time it's going to the Rebels. It's probably about three jump balls in a matter of 2 minutes. And here comes the Rebels again. Pass trying to get it to the painted area, and it's going to go for Madison Washi, as she gets the foul called too. Now it's 23-17, and it's on Camille Peranto with her first. Now Madison Washi with 16-11 at the line for the 1-and-1. Can't get it to go, and here come the Gobblers again with 16 minutes to go here in the second half. Here comes Peranto in the paint trying to get it out, and we'll have another jump ball.
Referees just loving the jump ball and the tie-up as well, even with that post play tonight. I know seeing Camille Peranto down there, and even the likes of Emma Sky trying to go up against Jenna Beck, who just, towers over the competition, that freshman center for them.
Tegan Pisek's shot is blocked, and we will have another jump ball with 15:55 to go here in the second half, and it's going to be Rebels ball.
Looks like they'll keep the possession on the process as well, but lose the arrow after the inbound here from Nielsen.
And here come the Rebels now. Now it's going to be Washi bringing it up on the right side, dribbles to the top of the key into Jenna Beck. Jenna Beck now turns it over, and here comes Tegan Pisek. Pisek now with Roach on her. Gets it to Peranto. Peranto's shot is good. And it's now 25-17 here in the second half with 15:30 to go here in the second half. Here comes Roach again into the paint. Now it's Kolinsky who gets fouled and will go to the line for two. The Gobblers 2 quick fouls here in the second half. And it's going to go on Peranto, her second.
2 quick fouls here in the second half for Camille. That's something to keep our eye on as well, especially with Moose Lake trying to push the pace inside.
As Kolinsky makes the first free throw, it's now 25-18. Gobblers over the Rebels. And the second one from Kolinsky, she'll bank it in. It's now 25-19. 2 for 2 from the line from Kolinsky. Ella Jansen now inside to Emma Sky. Emma Sky up as it's blocked by Jenna Beck, and it's going to stay with the Gobblers.
Self-preservation on that shot there from Emma Sky, just trying to back away and trying to create some sort of room. But again, with Jenna Beck down low there, not much of an angle there for the Gobblers as she blocks a shot from Eiley Cullum.
Eiley Cullum trying to get Jenna Beck into foul trouble here early on, as I do like the Gobblers' approach, going right at the big girl in the paint. But it just hasn't worked as Jenna Beck now affects another shot. Does not get it blocked, but it's going to be Emma Sky picking up the rebound and the points as it's now 27-19. Jenna Beck saves it, but right to a Gobbler. Stolen away by Washi, and now here comes the Gobblers again as it's now Emma Jacobson putting up a shot. Now it's Emma Sky with the rebound again, and she'll go to the line. The Rebels' first team foul of the second half with 14:47 to go.
Sky with 4 of the 6 points here to start the second half. And really interesting to see how Emma Sky develops here this season going into her junior year. She missed a majority of the second half of last season as she doesn't make the front end of a free throw. Dealt with some injuries, lower leg, foot problems, had some shoulder problems during the spring with softball as well, but getting some time here on the floor here, obviously going to be a big contributor as Emma Sky misses the front end of one. Going to be a big thing here for her this season.
As she makes the second one to make it now 28-19. It's a 9-point Gobblers lead. And now the Rebels come back with Jenna Beck now over to Hannah Roach. Roach now over to Alexis Anderson. Back over to Jenna Beck, who loses the handle. Will get it right back is Jocelyn Mundell. Now it's into the corner, and a tough shot by Alexis Anderson. No good. Does not hit anything, and here comes the Gobblers again. Eiley puts a shoulder into a Rebel. Now it's Emma Sky. Back out to Colum. Now it's Tegan Pisek on the left side. Tegan, floater, rattles in and out, no good, and we will have Jenna Beck with the rebound. And it's going to be turnover. Now it's Tegan Pisek who will get a foul call as it's on Jenna Beck, her first of the game, team second.
Delivered an on for Jenna Beck with her play down low. That's her first rebound of the night she's gotten. She's just been a wall down low in the paint on both ends of the floor. And you know what? Maybe not so much the obviously the stats to show for it, but she's a big size comparison and a big difference here for Moose Lake tonight.
Jacobson has it on the right side, gets it over to Colum. Now back to Jacobson. Jacobson trying to do a little too much passing, and it's thrown away by the Rebels, and here comes Mundell. Loose with the ball, and we will have another jump ball, and it's going to be Aitkin Gobblers' possession. But after the inbound pass comes in from the Gobblers, they will lose the possession arrow. After this inbound, and it's going to be Ella Jansen with the inbound pass to Eiley Cullum. Back to Ella Jansen, who drives into the paint over to Tegan Piesick. Thought about the shot. Back out to Fulham. Now it's Jacobson who gets called for a travel.
Seems like sometimes these officials will look quick on the whistle there for something, but apparently he saw something that we didn't.
13 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the second half. 28-19 Gobblers over the Rebels. And the pass by Roach will go out of bounds, just missing Mundo, and it's another turnover for the Rebels here in the second half. Jansen inbound to Cullum. Cullum now at the center. Over to Ella Jansen on the left side into Tegan Piesick right at the free throw line. No good. And it's last touched by a Rebel. Tegan Piesick now in the second half is 0 for 2 from the field with 13-17 to go here in the second half. It is now into Bretta Westman. Now out to Eiley Cullum. Cullum trying to bank a three. No good. Ball still loose. And it's the Gobblers as it's Ella Jansen with a tough shot, but gets it to go for 2. And it's now 30-19 Gobblers with the lead. Down to the floor goes Eiley Cullum trying to dive for the ball, but it's going to be off of her for a out of bounds for the Rebels.
Game feels a lot much closer here, Jeremy, with it being a 30-19 advantage for Aitkin. It seems like each possession much more crucial here for each time that both teams go down the length of the floor.
Yeah, now Roach with a free throw line jumper, in and out, no good. And it's Washi with the rebound, turns around and puts up a shot and gets it to go in. Madison Washi now with 4 points in this second half, and we're going to have a timeout by the Gobblers. And it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a break as well. 12 minutes and 31 seconds left here in the second half. The Aitkin Gobblers lead it 30-21 as you are watching live on yourliveevent.com as well as listening to KKIN FM 94, KKIN AM 930, FM 103.1, and rjbroadcasting.com.
It's been more than just a family tradition since 1938. Purchasing a new Ford car, truck, or pre-owned vehicle from Aitkin Motors. Family owned and operated. Aitkin Motors offers you a stress-free car shopping experience. Need an oil change? New tires? Check out the low-price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors has a full service department with factory-trained Ford technicians. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
And welcome back here to KKIN AM 930, FM 103.1, The Gobbler, as well as rjbroadcasting.com, as well as yourliveevent.com. Aitkin Gobblers with a 30-21 point deficit. It's a 9-point deficit. It's 30-21 is our score, as Ella Jansen will inbound the ball to Eiley Cullum. Back to Ella Jansen on the right side. We'll dribble it to the top of the key as the will set, and Eiley Cullum now in the over to Emma Jacobson, and she will hit a 2-point shot to get going offensively. It is now 32-21. Gobblers with the lead.
Ooh.
And stepping out of bounds is Eiley Cullum, as it almost was a turnover by the Rebels. 12 minutes, 12 seconds to go here in the second half. Gobblers up by 11, 32-21. As Mundo trying to get the ball in, and it'll be knocked out of bounds by Eiley Cullum again.
Cullum took there a little bit of a shot to the floor as well, but she was back up, a little pep in her step. Nothing's going to slow her down tonight.
Mundo again trying to get the inbound pass, and she does to Alexis Anderson. Now it's Washi on the right side, trying to get it inside, and Piesick knocks it out of bounds. Surback was the intended Rebel on that pass attempt. Mundo again to inbound the ball. 12:04 remaining here in the second half. Mundo's pass gets to Granquist. Granquist now layup off the rim, no good. Surback shot, no good. And here come the Gobblers again with Jacobson. Lead pass over to Westman, and it's good, and it's now 34-21. It's a 13-point Gobblers lead. Here comes Mundo actually, and it's knocked out of bounds by Ollie Cullum. And back into the game now is Camille Paranto checking in for Tegan Pisek, who did not get a break at all in that first half. Now the inbound from Mundo gets it to Granquist. Granquist now back at the top of the key over the Mundo. Goes back to the top of the key, trying to lead pass it inside. No, Granquist now with the ball over to Zerback. Zerback can't get it to fall, and here come the Gobblers again. It's Jacobson leading the charge. She'll wisely bring it back out. Now over the Westman. Now over the Ella Jansen from downtown, and Ella Jansen gets a 3 to go. And it's now 37-21. Gobblers with the lead with 11 minutes remaining here in the second half. And the ball will go off of Washi's foot as it's another turnover. And into the game now is Hannah Roach, Lexi Kolinsky, and Jenna Beck in for the Rebels with 11 minutes to go here in the second half. Pisek, a short little breather, sat down and immediately got right back up to the scores table and is immediately back in the game.
Matchup seems right here for Tegan, and obviously starters back out on the floor for the likes of Moose Lake, Willow River with 10.5 to go.
Now it's Jacobson on the left side, now over to Tegan Pisek. Pisek set her feet for 3, gets it blocked, and now the pass was immediately from Westman to Paranto right off of her feet, and it's going to be Rebels basketball as they will lose the possession arrow on this inbound. Ellie Nielsen trying to inbound the ball, gets it inside to Roach, and now it's Nielsen again on the right side. Under 10:40 to go here in the second half. Now it's Granquist. Gets it over to Nielsen. Now it's Kolinsky. Kolinsky looking for Roach, and it's stolen away by Tegan Pisek. Tegan all the way in. Layup is good for Tegan Pisek. And it's now 39-21. It's a 18-point lead for the Gobblers. Here comes Roach. Now it's going to be over the Granquist on the right side. Westman plays defense exactly how you want to play defense, and Granquist gets the pass back from Beck and misses everything. Here comes Ella Jansen on the right side. Now under 10 minutes to go here in the second half. It's now Paranto over the Tegan Pisek, who sets her feet for 3 and misses everything on her 3-point attempt.
I'm quite sure if that one got tipped or not. It was very close as well on that one from that shot from Tegan there. But, yeah, unfortunately, last couple of attempts she's had been short of the mark.
Eiley Cullum back into the game. 9:45 to go here in the second half. Granquist gets fouled. And it's going to be on Paranto, her 3rd foul of the game, the team's 3rd. And back into the game now is Emma Sky for Paranto.
I believe all 3 fouls here in this second half have belonged to Camille Paranto for Aitkin.
Jenna Beck looking inside, and it's knocked away by Eiley Cullum. Cullum's been all over the floor here tonight for the Gobblers. As the Rebels will inbound it again, this time on the baseline. 9:41 to go here in the second half. 39-21 Gobblers over Rebels. Jenna Beck now in the corner on the right side, trying to get the pass inside, and it's stolen away by Eiley Cullum. Now here comes Tegan Pisek behind the back dribble. Will pick up her dribble, and will bounce it over to Britta Westman on the right side. Britta gets her shot blocked by Jenna Beck. Jenna Beck is a force to be reckoned with down low, and apparently she could guard up high as well, and that's a foul by Eiley Cullum, her 2nd, team's 4th of the half. 39-21 is our score here in the second half. 9:17 to go. Pass gets in to Granquist. Now it's Kolinsky over in the left side. Now it's Roach back up top. Trying to drive in, gets inside. Layup is too strong. No, tipped by Westman, and it's going to stay with the Rebels with 9:04 to go here in the second half. As we do have an out-of-town score update, so it is a final. Pine River Bacchus wins 73-62, as we will take a timeout by the Rebels and it's going to be a full timeout as we will step aside here on yourliveevent.com as well as KKIN AM 930, FM 103.1, and RJBroadcasting.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
And welcome back to KKIN AM 930, FM 103.1 The Gobbler, as well as RJBroadcasting.com, as well as yourliveevent.com. Aitkin Gobblers up 39-21 here in the second half with 9:04 remaining here in the second half. Pine River Bacchus is a winner tonight, 73-62.
Is that the boys' game or the girls' game tonight?
That was the girls' game.
Girls' game, gotcha.
As now it is Washi with the ball. Now it's Kalinsky over to Jenna Beck. Jenna Beck's jump shot, no good. Kalinsky the rebound, back up, and in it goes. Now it's 39-23, stopping the scoring run by the Aitkin Gobblers now with 8 minutes and 45 to go here in the second half. Eiley Cullum on the left side over the Britta Westman. Over the Ella Jansen now on the right side. Cross-court pass to Tegan Pisek, and it's blocked. And here comes Roach. Jump stop, layup is good. And here come the Rebels. It's now 39-25, 14-point game. 8 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the second half. Tegan Pisek now left side. Britta Westman, layup, blocked away by Jenna Beck. Stolen away now by Westman, and her pass is too high. 8:10 to go. Rebels with the ball. 39-25 Aitkin Gobblers over Moose Lake Willow River.
Gobblers got to start making some shots here, even trying to get around Jenna Beck, because with her on the floor, anything down low in the post within 10 feet is definitely going to be well contended.
Anything in her range will get swatted at. As here comes Kalinsky now on Pisek, and Pisek wisely knocks it out of bounds. 7 minutes, 58 seconds to play here in the second half. 39-25, and Emma Jacobson is checking back into the game for Tegan Pisek. Tegan Pisek will sit with 7:58 to play, as it's now Nielsen trying to inbound the ball, as she will, to Roach. Roach driving in, gets a shot up over Emma Sky, no good, as here comes Ella Jansen to bring up the ball on the right side of the court for the Gobblers. Now it's Emma Jacobson, and it will be another jump ball, and it's going to stay with the Gobblers. 7 minutes, 42 to play here in the second half. 39-25, Ella Jansen to inbound the ball on the right side of the court. And the pass goes to Emma Jacobson. Emma now gets it over to Eiley Cullum. Eiley still on the right side, gets it inside the Britta Westman. Trying to get it over to Ella Jansen, and that is stolen away by Roach. Here comes Roach. Gets the pass to Washi, and that goes in. And now it's 39-27. The 6-0 run for the Rebels. Emma Sky. There'll be another jump ball, and Emma Sky and Jenna Beck fall to the ground again. Camille Peranto checking back into the game for Emma Sky. 39-27.
Even with it being a 12-point lead, Jeremy, it feels like a 2-point lead the way things have kind of gone as of late for the Gobblers.
Well, the Gobblers cannot get anything going as the lead pass to Kalinsky is knocked out of bounds by Peranto and Cullum. 7 minutes and 7 seconds to play here in the second half. 39-27, Gobblers over Rebels. As now it's Nielsen trying to inbound the ball. We'll just throw it away, and Peranto has the ball. Here comes Peranto. Back to stop her, and the layup attempt by Peranto is knocked away by Beck. Here come the Rebels again. It's Nielsen. Nielsen trying to hand it off, and we'll have a foul by Eiley Cullum, which will be her third, team's fifth. Pisek now will check in for Eiley Cullum. And Alexis Anderson will check back in for the Rebels. 6 minutes 52 to play here in the second half. 39-27 is our score. Anderson trying to get it to Washi, and that's stolen away by Ella Jansen. Tegan Pisek now over to Emma Jacobson, trying to get it over to Britta Westman. That ball was kicked by the Rebels, but no call, as it will go out of bounds off of the Rebels anyway, as Ella Jansen now gets it into Tegan Pisek at the top of the key. Now over to Camille Peranto, and it's a turnover by Peranto with 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in the second half. 39-27.
Gobblers just don't seem overly comfortable holding the possession of the basketball. As soon as they get anywhere inside the perimeter, they seem to be, for lack of a better term, they're out of sorts here when it comes offensively.
And it's another turnover, and going the wrong way now is Emma Jacobson. No over the back called. Now it's Britta Westman. Britta Westman gets fouled this time on her layup attempt. And that is going to go on. It's going to go on Jenna Beck, her second, team's third, and Westman will go to the line for the Gobblers with 6:17 to play here in the second half. Britta Westman's first is no good.
I was more surprised Emma Jacobson, besides the fact of the over and back, just the confidence of which she was about to streak to the basket and like, oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. Jim Marshall, if you will, back in the day for the Minnesota Vikings, scoring a safety on what he thought was going to be a fumble recovery touchdown.
And Britta Westman goes 1 for 2 at the line. It's now 40-27. Here comes Roach on the right side of the court, going left to right are the Rebels. Now it is Jocelyn Mundell into Jenna Beck, and that's a no good shot. And Jenna Beck with the steal from Ella Jansen, and almost immediately turning it over, and Pisek will commit the foul. That's her first, team 6. And Madison Washi will go to the line with 5 minutes and 56 seconds to go here in the second half. Washi at the line for the first, and will make the first one. So it's now 40-28. 5:56 to play, 40-28. Gobblers with the lead, and Washi second rattles in. It's now 40-29. Here come the Gobblers, though. Ella Jansen now over to Emma Jacobson, and Emma Jacobson will travel with 5:51 to play here in the second half. And it's going to be Mundell inbounding the ball to Washi. Washi dribbles it right to the top of the key. Now leans left side. Now it's Roach inside, trying to go inside. Westman with the steal. And it's going to be Ella Jansen picking up the loose ball. Here come the Gobblers now. Ella Jansen dribbles to the top of the key, trying to step back to create some space. Gets it inside the Britta Westman. And Britta gets the layup to go, as it's now 42-29. Here come Madison Washi and the Rebels. On the left side is Washi, keeps her dribble. Now gets it over the Roach at the top of the key. Now gets a screen by Mundell. Now is on the right side, guarded by Pisek. Looking for Jenna Beck inside. Mundell gets it to Kalinsky. Kalinsky goes right into Peranto. The Gobbler fans want to charge, and the referees say no charge, no foul, but off on Peranto, as it's going to stay with the Rebels. 5 minutes to go here in the second half. 42-29, Gobblers with the lead. The pass to Washi, and Washi just puts it up over Westman, trying to create the foul. And now it's Granquist, who cannot pick it up cleanly, and will turn it over. Ella Jansen with the steal, and now it's Tegan Pisek with the ball. 4 minutes and 40 to go here in the second half. Tegan Pisek backs up to waste some clock. Now will drive. Teagan goes all the way in. No foul call. The refs are letting everyone play. And Granquist with the rebound. Now it's up ahead to Mundo. Now it's Washi. Washi just inside the 2-point line, or 3-point line. And it's Ella Jansen with the rebound. And the Rebels are pressing the Aitkin Gobblers. Now it's Emma Jacobson. Emma Jacobson gets hacked on the arm. No foul call. And now we'll have a foul on Ella Jansen. That's going to be Ella's second, team 7th. And going to the line now is Madison Washi, as we do have 2 out-of-town score updates. Crosby Ironton wins 59-42, and Pequot Lakes wins 83-47. Washi at the line for 1-1 makes the first. That's now 42-30, back to a 12-point lead. Zerback back in for the Rebels. 4 minutes and 8 seconds to go. Washi at the line for the second of the 1-1 and makes them both, so it's now a 42-31 point game. Eiley Cullum now driving. Tegan Pisek from downtown. No good. A rebound. Peranto. And the Gobblers can set up again. And now we have Zerback picking up her 3rd foul of the contest, and that's the team's 4th. 3 minutes, 51 seconds to play here in the second half, 42-31. And into the game now is Josie Kostick into the game for the first time. Tegan Pisek to inbound the ball. Gets it to Eiley Cullum, back to Tegan. Now over to Josie. Josie gets her shot blocked by Zerback, and it's picked up by Jenna Beck. And now it's going to be Roach bringing the ball across for the Rebels. 3 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Players fall down, no whistle at all. Eiley Cullum trying to get it to Tegan Pisek, and it's stolen away by Shannon Granquist of the Rebels. Here come the Rebels again, now with 3 minutes and 20 to play. Now it is Washi with the ball. Gets it inside to Jenna Beck, and Jenna gets fouled as she'll go to the line for 2 with 3:14 to go. And it's on Britta Westman, her second, team's 8th. 3 minutes and 14 seconds left here in the second half. Jenna Beck makes the first. It's now 42-32. It's a 10-point lead. Klininski back into the game, and Zach Matson will take another timeout. There will be a full timeout. And so this is 42-32, Aitkin Gobblers with the lead over Moose Lake Willow River, that you're watching on yourliveevent.com and also listening to KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1 The Gobbler and rjbroadcasting.com.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
And welcome back to KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1 The Gobbler, as well as rjbroadcasting.com and yourliveevent.com. I'm Jeremy Stouter, alongside with Paul Vode here in Aitkin at the Aitkin High School, as the Gobblers are nursing a 10-point lead with 3 minutes and 14 seconds to play, and Jenna Beck at the line for the second of 2 after making the first to make it a 10-point lead. 42-32, Jenna Beck at the second half of 2, and will miss the second one. So time will roll. Turnover by the Gobblers. It's Roach, now to Granquist. Now to Jenna Beck. Now inside to Washi, and that's a air ball, and here comes Tegan Piesick. Tegan Piesick now with the pass to Emma Jacobson, and she'll go to the line for 2. And the foul is on.
I think it was Klininski that will pick up her third of the contest.
Will pick up her 4th of the contest.
4th indeed. It was missing a foul somewhere.
And Emma Jacobson makes the first from the line. It's now 43-32, 2 minutes, 52 seconds here in the second half. Emma Jacobson back at the line for the second half of 2 and misses. And it's Washi picking up the ball on the rebound. It's now clock rolling at 2:45 left here in the second half. 43-32, Aitkin Gobblers with the lead over Moose Lake Willow River. Now it's Klininski, can't get the layup to go. She'll get her miss. Back out to Washi. Washi now over the Grantquist. Grantquist, no hesitation as she can't get it to go, and it's Tegan Piesick with the rebound. Looking for Eileen Cullum, and she will on the left side. And it's knocked out of bounds by Hannah Roach. 2 minutes, 23 seconds to play here in the second half. 43-32. Emma Jacobson now on the left side. Gets it inside to Kostic, and it's blocked away by Jenna Beck with 2:15 to play. Here comes Grantquist at the top of the key. Now gets it inside to Klininski down low on the left side. Back out to Grantquist. Grantquist from downtown. Can't get it to go. Emma Jacobson the rebound. Gets it up ahead to Eileen Cullum. Now over to Britta Westman, and Britta layup is good. 45-32 is our score. 1 minute and 50 seconds to play here in the second half. As it's going to be Washi bringing up the ball on the right side. Gets it to Grantquist in the corner on the right side. Brings it back out to Roach on the middle of the court at the top of the key. Klininski now trying to drive in, and will get called for the travel with 1 minute 35 seconds left here in the second half. 45-32. Into the game now is Haley Schreck in for the Gobblers. It's actually Haley Sherrick.
Now every varsity player for the Gobblers is seeing the action on the floor tonight.
And it's off of Tegan Piesick's leg with 1 minute 32 seconds to play. 45-32 here in the second half. Here comes Madison Washi on the left side. Gets it inside to Jenna Beck. Jenna Beck's layup is good. It's now 45-34, 11-point game. 1 minute, 10 seconds to play. Britta Westman will get it back to Tegan Piesick, and the Gobblers will take a timeout. And it will be a 30-second timeout, and we're just going to stay here. 45-34, 1 minute and 10 seconds left here in the second half. Paul, second half has not been much cleaner either.
Yeah, it's just, some early season adjustments that need to be made as well. I'm seeing a little bit of indecisiveness on some of the passes from the Gobblers, kind of second-guessing themselves mid-pass as well, and especially going against, a tall player like the likes of Jenna Beck. And, well, unfortunately for the Gobblers, that's going to be a commonality throughout the season, because the girls are going to be facing up as the season moves along. They're only going to get bigger. They're only going to get more physical as well, given the fact that, when they get into conference action as well against the likes of Pequot, when they take on Detroit Lakes, heck, even when they take on Crosby Ironton too, and they've got some length on their side that the Gobblers are going to have to be able to contend with.
Tegan Piesick gets the inbound to Britta Westman, who gets it back to Piesick at the top of the key. Piesick now being harassed by Washi. Back out to Emma Jacobson. Now over to Britta Westman. Britta thought about the 2 or 3-pointer, and we will have it stolen away by Jenna Beck. And here come the Rebels. Grantquist trying to get inside the lane, now over to Roach. Roach loses the ball. Britta Westman with the pickup. Under 40 seconds to play here in the second half. And it's out of bounds off of Tegan Piesick, and it's going to go to the Rebels. 35.7 seconds remaining on the scoreboard. 45-34, Rebels down by 11. Inbound pass goes to Washi. Washi trying to make something happen, gets it over to Roach on the right side. Under 30 to play here in the second half. Roach drives, layup rattles in, and it's now 45-36. with 15 seconds to play. Pass goes to Haley Sherrick, and it's Jenna Beck knocking it out of bounds with 11 seconds to play here in the second half. 45-36, Gobblers with the lead. Tegan Pisek to inbound the ball. Pass goes to Emma Jacobson. Emma now getting told by her head coach to back up. Tegan Pisek now on the right side with 2 seconds, and the horn will blow, and the Aitkin Gobblers girls basketball wins their home opener 45-36, as the post-game show is going to be coming up right around the corner here on YourLiveEvent.com. Here on YourLiveEvent.com, KKIN AM 930, FM 103.1 The Gobbler, and RJBroadcasting.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide, where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
JT's Station in Fertile carries a variety of items that are sure to meet your needs, and you should stop in today. They sell hot stuff foods, frozen foods, selected groceries, household products, and much more. The Hot Stuff Foods and Deli will provide you with a fresh, quick, and easy breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and they also offer some of the best car services in town. They're open 6 a.m. until 9:30 p.m. daily. It's JT's Station in Fertile.
We're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Escape the Minnesota winter, March 10th through 19th, as we become immersed in Hawaiian culture and take in the breathtaking views of Oahu, Kauai, and Maui. Enjoy a balance of scheduled must-see attractions and free time to relax in paradise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
Welcome back to Aitkin High School tonight here on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM translator 103.1. For those also tuning in at YourLiveEvent.com, as well as with the audio stream at RJBroadcasting.com. Aitkin Gobblers victorious in their home opener tonight, 45-36. The Gobblers take down Moose Lake Willow River to now improve to 2-1 on the season. Paul Volt, Jeremy Satter here on the postgame show here tonight. Jeremy, of course, we had to wait with anticipation. 4 minutes into the contest, we get our first made basket. Ended up being 21-13 at halftime. Tegan Pisek had 13 of the 21 scored in the first half, but the Gobblers were able to come through with some early, defensive struggles, maybe some turnovers. It was equal on both sides here tonight, but the Gobblers were able to come out with a win here in this contest tonight.
Yeah, and it was just a very sloppy game overall from both sides of the ball. Aitkin Gobblers do get the 45-36 win, and like you said, Tegan Pisek with 13 points in the first half. And then she went quiet in that second half. The Rebels realized who they were trying to get to and what the Gobblers were trying to run through, and then the Gobblers had to change up their game plan, and rightfully so, as they started getting the ball inside more often. But Jenna Beck for the Rebels was just there internally just to get everything out of there.
Yeah, I think that was a big struggle that the Gobblers did see, at least with their trying to find the right matchups inside. If we get Coach Davies to come out here for the post-game show and talk to her how they wanted to counteract that inside post presence, because they know they weren't going to go straight up against Jennebeck as well. Trying to find some passes underneath, backdoor, trying to cut some slices out of there as well. But nonetheless, the Gobblers were able to come out with the win here tonight. Of course, with our out-of-town scoreboard update as well, with a Ryan Bunctious crowd here. Of course, good for them. They have all this energy, because I am exhausted to say the least. But final scores across the airwaves do include 73-62 Pine River Bacchus girls basketball over Browerville Eagle Valley on YourLiveEvent.com. Crosby Ironton boys basketball defeats Pillager tonight. They defeated Pine River Bacchus, the Crosby Ironton Ranger boys, at 59-42 on Skeeter 101.5. And Pequot Lakes just manhandles the likes of Pillager, the boys basketball team. Ranked number 8 in the state is Pequot Lakes, 83-47, that final score on Talk 100 KLKS. Get a look here with our final numbers of this broadcast. Announcer Big Deal Player of the Game in our Enbridge I Bring the Energy Player of the Game coming up here tonight. Gobblers victorious 45-36 here on YourLiveEvent.com, as well as KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1 The Gobbler.
I'm dreaming of a world where everyone has the opportunity for education, where classrooms are not only a place to learn, but to make an impact. I will help the next generation of game changers and difference makers. I am going to teach the world someday.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
Welcome back here once again to the post-game show on KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1 The Gobbler. And for those also tuning in at YourLiveEvent.com, as well as RJBroadcasting.com. Gobblers victorious tonight, 45-36 final score. Aitkin Gobblers win here tonight in their home opener here for the season. As we get a look here at some of the numbers from this contest, the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels now 0-3 on the season. Finished 6 for 8 from the free throw line. I had them down for 33 turnovers, 16 rebounds in total, led by Madison Washi in scoring with 11 points tonight, 7 of them coming in the second half. Hannah Roach had 8 points as well here tonight, to go along 4 points apiece for Alexi Klininski, and also Alexis Anderson had 4 points in the ball game, with Madison Washi getting 2 rebounds. Jenna Beck had 2 points and 3 rebounds in the loss for Moose Lake Willow River. Now for the Aitkin Gobblers on the other side here tonight, they finished 4 of 12 shooting from the free throw line. They were 1 for 6 in the first half, so at least a little bit of an improvement, going 3 for 6 in the second half at the free throw line. 32 turnovers in total. Again, that's what I had them down. Could be large disparities in that unofficial stats as well, taken here with, of course, here with homegrown local radio. 23 rebounds as well in total tonight. Very spread out in total. Led by Tegan Piesick, 15 points tonight. 9 points as well for Bretta Westman. 8 points for Ella Jansen, 7 for Emma Sky in total. But some of the bigger numbers are Ella Jansen, 8 points, 5 rebounds as well. Emma Sky had 7 points and 4 boards as well. Eiley Cullum, no points, but 4 rebounds in total as well. well. Talk about some of the action here tonight with, of course, this broadcast tonight. Well, of course, we get a chance now to get a look here with our big deal player of the game tonight, brought to you by Atwater GM in Aitkin, Riverwood Healthcare, Pizza Ranch in Baxter, Little Falls, W.W. Thompson Concrete Products in Brainerd, BigDealAuctions.com, Cuyuna Regional Medical Center, Tykes Carpet Castle in Brainerd, Shannon's Auto Body in Brainerd, Takedown Gym in Brainerd. Our big deal player of the game going to Tegan Piesick with those 15 points tonight for the Aitkin Gobblers in the win. 45-36, the final score as we welcome here into the postgame show. Coach for the Aitkin Gobblers tonight, Kaya Davies, joining us here on the postgame show. Sorry about that, Coach, here. But, Coach, it was a defensive battle here to start off. We waited almost 4 minutes for our first basket of the night as well. But what'd you see there down on the floor there for your team that ultimately, made a difference in getting this win here tonight for the Gobblers?
Say, hey, let's put a little fire under us, and all of a sudden things started picking up. We got a couple steals, and then all of a sudden the game started firing off from there.
Coach, we talked about, me and my colleague here talking about the battle down low as well, knowing the size factor as well in their direction as well. How did you want to, kind of counteract that with your players, whether it be like Emma Skye or trying to force down low with the likes of, Camille down there in the paint as well? How did you want to get that matchup to work to your guys' advantage?
Well, I just strongly believe that they could have done a little bit better. It's something we were going to work on tomorrow, but at the end of the night they did handle it very well, other than we got to figure out how to guard it a little better. But I hope they have some realizations that they can start shooting the ball instead of just working down in the lower post. They can work up on the high, up on the elbows and stuff like that. So, and working the ball in and out, that's what's going to help build a game better.
Coach, looking at the start of the season, of course, now 2-1 on the year, going to now into a very busy part. You got a matchup against Mora on the road coming up here on Thursday. Looking at this contest now, putting in the rear view, get some practice in tomorrow. Would you see that maybe some bigger things that need to be worked on at practice here tomorrow?
Looks like our conditioning. These girls look tired, and that's gonna just come with time, of course. But at the end of the night, it's how much do they want it? That's how I see it. It's how bad do you want it? It's a mentality thing. If your mentality is, I want it, I'm going to work for it, then we're going to build a good program here.
Coach, we certainly do appreciate the time. Look forward to talking to you next week as well.
Thank you, guys.
Coach Kaya Davies for the Aitkin Gobblers joining us here on the post-game show. Gobblers victorious by the score of 45-36. Before we start wrapping things up, let's announce our big deal. We already did our big deal player of the game. Let's get to our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game tonight.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm the project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's Jerrid.
Enbridge Energy player of the game tonight for the Aitkin Gobblers, Eiley Cullum. Again, maybe not so much the big glaring stats that you normally see from a player of the game, but Eiley Cullum was, one of those players you love to play with and hate to play against. She's all over the floor, diving for loose balls, trying to strip it out of your hands as well. She certainly came to play tonight. She didn't end up with any points here tonight, but 4 rebounds, but caused a lot of havoc defensively. Our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game belongs to Eiley Cullum for the Aitkin Gobblers. As Gobblers now 2-1 on the season. Again, they'll be hitting the road coming up here on Thursday. They'll be facing up against Mora, while the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels will be off until Monday. Looks like their matchup now 0-3 will be against Bram at home as well. Looking at our broadcast schedule coming up here over these next couple of days here on the Gobbler, we will have, looks like, a little evening NHL hockey with the Minnesota Wild taking on Calgary tomorrow night. 6:45 pregame on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM translator 103.1 Wednesday night. Minnesota Twins Hot Stoves get a track of where the offseason is at for the Twins. We'll be at 6 o'clock on Real Country 94.3. We'll also have Golden Gopher Basketball Weekly with Coach Ben Johnson. That'll be on 3WI AM 1270, 96.3 FM at 8 o'clock. Our next broadcast here for high school sports on YourLiveEvent.com will include the Aitkin Gobblers taking on the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels. The boys' side of this matchup with the Rebels and the Gobblers facing up on the boys' side here coming up Thursday night, 6:55 pregame on KKIN AM 930 and FM 103.1. But again, you can always see up-to-date scores, schedules, broadcast times, and more, all at rjbroadcasting.com. And be sure to listen in to the Wake the Lakes morning show coming up tomorrow morning starting at 6 a.m. We'll get you stay up-to-date with news, weather, sports, and so much more. Gobblers victorious tonight, 45-36. A big thank you to everybody for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. Without your support...
This has been a local sports presentation on...
Oh, we're not quite done yet. Don't try and cut me off, technology. I know you don't like me, but nonetheless, a big thank you to everybody for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. Without your support, we're just two guys barking into the wind more times than not. And a big thank you to all of our sponsors for allowing us to broadcast tonight. If you heard and saw some of our sponsors that are broadcast, be sure to go out to those local businesses. Thank them with your patronage and always shop local, not only during the holiday season, but each and every day here, of course, with, of course, local businesses. Big thank you again to Aitkin High School, of course, Activities Director Jason Klein, of course, for both head coaches, including Zach Matson from Moose Lake Willow River, Coach Davies for the Aitkin Gobblers, as Gobblers win 45-36. This is a proud presentation of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Gobblers victorious tonight, now 2-1 on the season. This is homegrown local radio, KKIN, AM 930, FM translator 103.1, The Gobbler, rjbroadcasting.com, and YourLiveEvent.com. Well, that will about do it tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. You enjoy the wonderful rest of your Tuesday night. We'll talk to you next time. Good night, everybody.
Thank you.